Hey guys, once again, it's Carlos, the spiritual teacher and personal development coach. And I wanted to stop by to provide you with just another quick video to help us to kind of find peace in our lives. To find peace, we talked about peace in our health. Today, I want to talk about peace with our lives. And I want to talk about finding freedom from guilt, shame, and hurt. 9 steps to making peace with our past and peace with our present life. Let me ask you, do you ever find yourself struggling emotionally when you think about your past? Maybe you get mad. I don't know. Some of us do. Do you ever think about an event and get sad? Or maybe remember points of your past that elicit shame or guilt? Maybe even allow parts of your past to keep you hiding. Maybe afraid that people will discover those parts about you and then you'll have to explain it to them. Or maybe it'll cost you something or someone that you love. Maybe it's not your past at all. Maybe it's your present that bothers you. Maybe it's your current reality. You look around and you feel like you're not winning, like you're losing, like maybe you're cursed, like things just seem to never turn out the way that you envision that they would turn out. You struggle with finding love. Maybe that one person that you feel would be a life partner. Or find it difficult to sometimes find that thing that makes you feel alive, that just makes you come alive financially. Maybe you feel embarrassed that you're not as financially secure or where you want to be successfully in terms of your finances. Where you want to be, where you think you should be at this stage in your life. And all those things just serve to keep you from having peace. Keep you agitated. Keep you on edge. Never quite being able to completely relax. Not even with yourself. Certainly not with others. Maybe it's affecting you in the relationship with your significant other now. Maybe you're afraid to trust your current mate because something that your past or previous mate did to betray your trust. But it's just our past. Not allowing ourselves to let go of our past. Maybe you're afraid to discipline your children because when you think about it, all you can remember is your parents going overboard in their disciplining of you. So you're apprehensive about speaking up for yourself. Maybe because when you were growing up, people made fun of how you spoke, how you talked. And now, instead of your life being one filled with joy, full of excitement and pleasurable moments, too often you find yourself feeling despair, hoping that something will happen that makes things better. Am I talking to you? I know a lot of this has applied to me. The good news is that you don't have to keep waiting for things to happen externally. You can change. You can change your thinking and your outlook. And in changing your thinking and your outlook, it'll change the way you speak about life. And when you think different, when you see life differently, and when you speak different, all these things just lead to you engage in life, engage in situations differently. And these changes produce different outcomes for you. And that's the key to your personal peace and freedom. It's how you begin to free yourself to be the best version of you. And I'll share with you 9 quick things that you can do to discover peace about your past, about your now, and about the potential of your future. All to help you to get on with living, freeing you from the prison of your mind. Maybe to help you laugh more, to have more fun with this one life that we get to live. For some of you, it's just to help you to learn how to forgive yourself and to forgive those that maybe have hurt you in the past. And the first thing we can do is decide that you're going to be free. You got to make a decision. You have to decide that you are going to be free. Decide that you're going to be at peace about your life. Decide with me that you refuse to continue suffering from things in your past that you haven't been able to let go. I want you to make the decision to stop fighting yourself. Because that's where the real beauty lies. It's in our minds. And I say this not to blame you or not to make you feel any worse. No, I say it just to point out that we punish ourselves, fighting ourselves about things that we can't change. And we can't change what we did in the past, whether it caused us pain, sadness, or disappointment. We can't change it, nor can we change what others may have done to us. Maybe they let us down, maybe they hurt our feelings, maybe they even caused us some physical pain. But we can't change the past. However, we can allow the past to destroy our now, to destroy our futures, because we're holding on to and remaining imprisoned by that past. I want you to decide with me to be at peace and let it go. You've carried that luggage around long enough. You've allowed it to weigh you down long enough. Now, the second thing that we can do to begin to find peace with our past and our present is to change the story that we tell when we talk about our past. See, for many of us, when we talk about our past, if it wasn't best, we talk about it from the perspective of what happened to us, instead of talking about it from the perspective of what happened for us. When we allow the things of the past to rob us of our peace, usually our conversation and our thoughts are about, and from a place of being a victim instead of being victorious. Even if the victory is just getting through it and getting to this point in your life. So you got to start talking about your past as in making you better, in allowing you to continue to be the person that you are today, not bitter. See, that's a choice that we can all make. And we don't need anybody else's assistance nor permission to make that decision. We just have to decide for our own peace and decree that the things that were meant to kill us, to destroy us, actually came to make us stronger. It's just a matter of changing how we talk about ourselves, how we talk about our lives, how we talk about our past, and how we talk about our present. Third thing we can do is to show ourselves some grace and some mercy. Yeah, I know about this. I know how it is because our minds will convince us that we knew better, that we put ourselves in those situations, that we were asking for what we got. You know, I've been there. That we did it to ourselves. And I know that it can be hard to forgive yourself when you feel like you knew better or that you should have known better, that you did it to yourself. But I'm here to tell you that if you really knew better, you would have done better, period. See, we're all products of our environments. And when we have seen those closest to us, people that we respected growing up, model behavior that was celebrated, well, many of us just become the things that we've seen. Even when we know intellectually that it may not be the right thing to do, may not even be good for us, but it was modeled and it was celebrated, so we do it. But I'm here to say that in spite of all of that, it's time for you to begin to show yourself some grace and some mercy. Let it go. Be free. Fourth thing that we can do is to free ourselves from the shame, from the guilt, and from our own thoughts. See, sometimes we've got to tell our minds to just shut up when it starts down the path of imprisoning us. Tell it no more, no more. See, a lot of times we just imprison ourselves, worried about what others are thinking, or what others will think about us if they knew or found out something about us, something about our past, or maybe something that we're currently dealing with. But the truth is, beloved, that most people are so busy consumed with their own lives that they don't really have time to worry about us in our lives. See, I'm reminded of an old African adage that says that if there's no enemy on the inside, the enemy on the outside can do us no harm. So I encourage you to stop hiding, to free yourself so that you can live. And the fifth thing is to assess where you are, but not obsess over it. It's good to take stock of where you are, but don't become so obsessed with it that you can't see where you're going. Because wherever you are in this moment, 60 seconds from now, and it'll be in the past. Now, I know a lot of it will still look the same or even feel the same, but it won't be the same. It'll be a new moment in time. And that's the beauty of life. We're not trees that are firmly secured or planted in one place. No, we can move, we can think new thoughts, we can learn new things, we can create new outcomes and a different life. We just have to keep looking forward, working from where we are to where we desire to be. And the sixth thing that we can do to really find peace with our lives, to free ourselves from guilt, shame, and disappointment or hurt, is to decide what you like about your current life and what you're not pleased with about it. See, this is where we've got to do the work. Think about what we like about our lives, what we are not that pleased with, whether it's our romantic relationships, whether it's our health, our finances, our spirituality, our contribution to others, our careers, or our relationship with others, whether they be co-workers, friends, or extended family members. Just have to ask ourselves, what are the things that I like about myself? What are the things that I'm not that pleased with when I think about myself? And do it for every of the areas that I mentioned. See, I like the quote that says, a life that's not worth examining is a life that's not worth living. So you got to do the work. You got to examine what it is about certain situations that creates displeasure in your life. Figure it out, work it out, so that you have the information that's needed to free you to produce the outcomes that provides you peace. Then 7, the things that you're not pleased with, begin to ask yourself, what would be in peace in this area? What would having peace in this area really look like? Because if you can't articulate it, you can't intentionally pursue it. I mean, how can you hit a bullseye until you first establish the target? Then number 8, ask yourself, what's one step that you could take that would move a troubled area towards an area that then represents peace and pleasure? I mean, from where you are, of course. And then the 9th thing is to start sowing the type of seeds that's capable of producing the outcomes that we want, that's capable of producing the life that we want, that's capable of producing peace and pleasure in your life. See, there's a whole system that I teach called the system of success that provides you with the things to do and the person that you need to become to manifest whatever you desire. And I personalize this system for my clients based on their own individual situations. But in sharing with you these 9 things that we can all do, I just wanted to provide you with some steps that you can take, whether we work together or not, that will create peace in your life, about your life, so that you might be free, so that you might find the joy that you deserve, so that you might learn to laugh more, to have greater fun in life. And so I ask you to like this video, to share it with your friends, to subscribe to the channel, and more than anything, to be your best. And again, yours truly, I'm Carlos, the spiritual teacher and the personal development coach. And until next time, goodbye.